Hello everyone, my name is Pavel and you are watching Gramtodam channel. Today my guest is Jakub from Archon Studio.
Hello, thank you for the invitation.
We will talk about Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game. So Jakub, tell me, are you happy because of result of your campaign?
Yeah, first of all, thank you. Thank you all backers. The result is really impressive. So thank you for every pledge and for backing our campaign. Thank you.
Tell me, because I saw on the campaign site that you propose special treasure when the campaign will earn 3 million euros. You think that will be possible?
I hope so. We've prepared something really special. Waited. I cannot tell you any details at the moment, but I think everyone will be satisfied. So let's go. Let's achieve it.
So it will be huge box of something or next expansion?
It's a treasure chest. So inside it, you will find a treasure. Oh, for sure, a treasure.
I had to try.
What exactly? I won't tell you at the moment, but I'm really sure that everyone will be satisfied with the inside of the treasure chest.
Did you feel stress in the first day of campaign?
Yeah, first before the campaign start, it was a really tense and stressful time. But after we reached the funding goal in 5 minutes, all the stress went away. So from that moment, I became really chilled, calm, and I can just cherish the moment and the great result, the still growing amount in the campaign.
So that was the longest 5 minutes?
It took a while, but it was a great moment. Thrills and outburst of happiness.
Tell me, because we saw some reviews and gameplays about Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and that what we saw in this videos, it will be final version of game, or you prepare some changes in it?
We showed you the prototype version. It's still a prototype. So at the moment, we are listening to the voices, opinions, feedback from backers, from reviewers, and we still have enough time to implement amendments to improve certain mechanics. So for sure, the final product will be even better from the shown prototype.
So what on what right now you are working? Because we know that the cities will be built different than what we have in prototype, but what else?
At the moment, we are trying to improve and make even better the default combat mechanic. We are testing several solutions, how to give the default battles even more spice. So that's the subject of the current tests. Also, expansions, stretch goals, etc., are still in progress of testing.
But tell me, how you want to make better the combat?
Oh, there's a plenty, several options. We are testing what will happen if we make a combat board a little bit bigger, and we are comparing this with the current version, because we we have to guarantee that the game remains smooth, and that we will guarantee that the downtimes will be kept in grip.
Because we have one expansion with the battle board, which one we can add during the campaign, but you are not really recommended to play with it during the normal campaign.
Yeah, that's a different mode. So it's just like two fruits. You've got an orange and an apple, two tastes. Somebody may be more interested in the expanded world traveling, world exploration, and other backer may be interested more in the expanded wider battles. So there's two options, but we have to guarantee that the game will remain smooth, and we have to keep in grip at the downtimes.
Yeah, because we can add this battleground to main game, but the downtime will be big. I think so.
Yeah, it's still possible, but we recommend to play, if you want to try it, to play the heroes battles on this board, because it's not difficult to guess that the time needed to have a battle on the expanded hex battleground will be take longer. So it will take a while to perform the whole default gameplay with this hexagonal map.
Tell me, which part of this game was more difficult for you to make?
The most difficult part was to find a solution for the whole variety of heroes elements, like spells, artifacts, statistics, abilities, and to convert all of them into a smooth and working game board mechanic. So we opted for deck building that gave us, in our opinion, the best solution to convert the original heroes into actual board game. And the second thing connected with this is correlations with the combat system. At the moment, we are satisfied with the outcomes. Everything works really clear, smooth. So combat like this and deck building made a real good pair, a really great deal.
Tell me, how many different scenarios we will have in the final version of Heroes of Might and Magic? Because these scenarios, which one we have in prototype, I think it's not all which one you prepare for the bakers.
Yeah, that's still not all, because each expansion, each add-on will receive its own mission book. So in total, you will receive 6 campaigns for solo players. So in total, 19 scenarios for a solo player, and circa 15 scenarios for a multiplayer mode. And it's also worth to mention that we will provide a tournament booklet with tournament rules and something like map generator for each player to create their own templates and own scenarios.
Next question. In the main game, we have 3 different types of towns. And what kind of times we will get in the expansions?
We already released additional factions. So in addition 1, you will receive Rampart faction. Add-ons second come together with Fortress faction, and the backers already already unlocked the third add-on, the tower. So at the moment we have 6 factions to choose from.
You think about give more factions to the players during this campaign, or maybe later in the future?
For sure, we are still have a possibility to provide you even 4 more factions. So Stronghold, Inferno, Conflux, and even the Pirates Cub are still the subject of our consideration. So we have wide plans, long-term plans for the project. We won't leave it after the Kickstarter campaign. So stay tuned, check the updates, and I really hope, I reckon that we will provide you maybe all the factions from the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 in the future.
But it will be like next Kickstarter campaign, or you prepare a retail version of this expansions, how it will be, or you don't know on this?
For now, and this was already confirmed by our CEO. We have plans for the next retail releases. So factions are the great material for the next expansions for the retail. So that's the plan for the upcoming future.
Like we spoke before, one expansion will give players different battleground. Can you tell us a little more about that?
You can check the details in the blog entry, but I can say and recommend this add-on to the players who are looking for the expanded battle, because the battleground will be a much bigger than the default one, and it's developed, created for the miniatures. So it's also a great option for the miniatures lovers. You will manipulate the great minis for each creature on the battleground. There's no limit for 5. You can use even 7 of your faction units during the combat, and the expansion will come also with different modes. As we mentioned earlier, you can implement this this addition to the default game, but you can play it as own game. It will include an adventure deck, so you can play the whole game, but in the change proportion. In this situation, the exploration will be reduced to the single adventure deck, but you will have extended, more strategic, bigger combat board with place for miniatures manipulation.
So it will be more tactics.
For sure, more tactics, more obstacles, more units at the same moment, more space to move. So it's dedicated mostly for the miniatures lovers, and for those who are looking for the tactical, strategical, but also longer combat.
Tell me, because I heard a lot of complaints about second hero in Heroes of Might and Magic, and did you think about make it a little stronger?
Secondary hero uses the same army as your main character, but it doesn't use the Might and Magic deck. That was one of the necessary simplifications for the board game. We tested a stronger version of the secondary hero, but the downtimes became too long. So I think current version is the best one that guarantee the smooth gameplay, and also really nice emulate the vibe from the original heroes. You also get there the main hero and several secondaries. Mostly they were really really weaker than your main hero. Sometimes will work in just like scouts or maybe as a army supply for your main hero. So the idea that he is on the map but with 2 movement points and without possibility to use cards of Might and Magic, in my opinion, is a good conversion and catching the spirit from the original game.
Yeah, but like I said, a lot of people said, okay, it's this secondary hero is too weak, and they want to something better about this one.
As I said, we've tested, but we have to focus on the whole game as one piece. So we cannot strengthen too much the secondary hero and suffer downtimes that that would be not enough to bear. So I think the current mechanic is the best one.
I know that you tested this game in a few places, like Planszówki w Spodku in Katowice and Spiel Essen. Tell me, in which of this place the Heroes of Might and Magic was more popular?
The interest in the with our prototype in the game was really strong everywhere, but undoubtedly in Poland, in Poznań, in Katowice, the interest was even enormous. There was queues, there was so much crowd at our tables. So that's uncomparable to the first in Birmingham or in Essen. So everywhere we found interest in Heroes of Might and Magic, but Poland is really specific here. Also, when taking a look on the backers list, you've got a confirmation even there. There's American, and on the one of the highest results in backers amounts, we've got Poles. So that's really one of our national games. I can say that.
Yeah, because a lot of people remain this game from youngest time, so
yeah,
they are waiting for this game. We see, oh, okay, I remember this game. I spent a lot of hours to play it. So yeah, they are excited to play the board version of it. I hope so.
Yeah, so first in Katowice, in Poznań, also Kickstarter statistics confirm just the words we just said before. There's a huge interest in Heroes of Might and Magic in Poland.
So what kind of feedback did you get after this tested in Poland and Germany or England?
Mostly very enthusiastic, very positive. We've got surveys, we analyzed them, and Outcomes were really satisfying. We've got some feedback on artwork, on deck building, on combat system. So we analyzed each of the survey and implement the most important, in our opinion, feedback to the current game.
I understand that after the campaign, when you receive the games and you sell it to bakers, tell me where it will be possible to buy this game. For sure in your shop, but we will buy only core game or with expansion. And what about tower expansion, which one is like a stretch goals on Kickstarter? It will be possible to buy it or no?
Tower expansion will be a Kickstarter and trade show exclusive, so it won't be available in retail, but you can visit our booth at Essenspiel in Katowice, in Birmingham. If you are from the States, so we'll come in August to GenCon. So you will have a possibility to buy the Tower faction also at one of the trade shows.
So after campaign, when campaign will be end, it will be no possible to buy the tower expansion.
Yeah, mostly true, but there still remain a possibility to buy tower faction on one of the first. So UK Games Expo, Essenspiel, and other firsts where you can find Archon Studio booth. So you can come and buy Tower faction there.
Tell me, what in your opinion is for the strongest points of Heroes of Might and Magic, the board game?
First of all, and most of the surveys confirmed my current statement, is catching the spirit from the original video game. We've did our best to convert video games mechanics into smooth and working game board mechanics. We achieve it, so try it. I'm really satisfied with the final outcome. So, in my opinion, is the most pro of our game. The second thing, great artwork made by Jana Węgierova. Other artists also really catch and even improve a little, if I can say something like that, from the original game. Deck building, great, smooth mechanic that simplify a lot, help you organize your table space and catch every hero's ability, specialty, spell, artifact into one, and really nice working mechanic. Also, the combat system is really great, catches the spirit of the original, but also guarantees that the game won't last too long. So in general, I'm really satisfied with the final outcome. As I stated earlier, we are still working on some improvements, but the core mechanics are ready and they are really great. Catching the spirit, it's the homage to the original Heroes of Might and Magic 3. So try it, back it if you haven't done it yet, and check our homage to the original Heroes of Might and Magic game.
I have one question from person which one watch us. Tell me, what about Inferno expansion? And the collectioner edition will be possible to buy after the campaign?
Inferno faction. I've already told you that we've got a wide long-term plan for the project. So for now, you don't have a possibility to have Inferno in your pledges because we've got 6 factions, but there's there are plans for Inferno in the future. So stay tuned and we will see how and when this faction will be possible. So expect some informations. And you were asking about the collector's pledge, yeah?
Yes, and if it will have all castles after the campaign.
You mean castle miniatures, yeah?
Yeah.
We will see how many of them will be unlocked. I'm not sure if backers already unlocked all of them.
I'm not too, because I didn't check it. But I hope so, because we have few days more, but I hope that all stretch goals will be unlocked, but about treasure I am a little scared.
Stay tuned and visit the Kickstarter page. Our great colleagues will help you in the comments sections. So
I have to question about solo game. Can you tell me something about fight in solo game and how Automa works in the solo version?
Your enemies, such enemy hero or neutral creatures, would be conducted by the AI deck. So you will receive a separate deck for the solo mode, allowing you to play everything on your own by the help of the cards and mechanics. For example, there are ready mechanics how to deploy neutral creatures and how to make their moves, etc.
And next question about deck buildings, because we know that we can to take a lot of cards to our deck, but is any possibility to remove cards from our deck?
Yeah, of course. There is a mechanic as removing. For example, morale gives you the possibility to remove one of your cards. Then you will simply remove it from your deck and place it again in the starting pile.
So you will not remove it from the game, only you put it on the bottom of the pile of special section.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you have any idea or maybe you start works on next game?
Yeah, our whole team are currently working on several other projects, so you can expect another campaign, another project soon. It will be dedicated for RPGs players. We will provide you RPG campaign. We are working on our own fantasy world, but referring to other games, yeah, there's another skirmish game in the early development. So you can expect several interesting projects from Archon Studio next year.
What time in next year around? On start next year or when exactly?
RPG campaign with great miniatures for the RPGs players, for game masters will be launched Q1 next year. This skirmish game circa Q3 next year, but still you will receive more stuff for our Masters of the Universe games. Fields of Eternia will be available in retail Q1 next year, and we are currently working on expansions, additional, not available on the Game Found campaign, retail directly expansion. So you can expect them also next year. Also, additional waves for our skirmish game Masters of the Universe Battleground. We are working on wave 4, wave 5, so you can also expect them soon.
Tell me, because a lot of people still waiting for the Master of Universe, the board game. Do you know when?
Fields of Eternia. Fields of Eternia.
Do you know when you will receive them?
Q1 next year. So I think in January it will be available. Q1 next year. So stay tuned. It's on the last. It's only the last step until you receive the Fields of Eternia game.
Good to hear that, because it's a little delay with this game.
Yeah, due to the COVID situation, etc. But it's only the final step is still ahead of us. So we will finalize this project soon.
Okay, thank you, Jakub, for your time. I wish you good luck during this campaign, because it's only halfway.
Oh yeah. Still, is more time to go. So we will see what will happen until next Tuesday. Thank you.
I hope you will unlock this treasure box.
I hope so. That's really great, interesting, intriguing treasure is in the chest. So let's do it. Thank you, Backers, for your already done supporting, for your backing, but also we are still hoping for more, and we all want to check what's inside this treasure chest.
Yeah, you know what it is inside, but yeah, we are interested and we are excited what will be. I hope it will be unlocked, but yeah, we will see.
It's all in your hands, so we will see next Tuesday.
I hope everybody heard that, and they will do what it will be possible to unlock it. Okay, thank you one more time, and I wish you luck, and see you soon.
Thank you for your invitation, Paweł, and take care.
Dzięki serdeczne, Jakubie.